quick, how you doing, man? I go by Mr. Check Your Temp. Real quick, man, I'm about to take a dive into this. Well, first off, let me pay homage where homage is due. I want to shout out to Karamo. I just tapped in with him, you know what I mean, through his, his talk show and the type of conversation he had with people. It's the same type of conversations I like to have with people, right? It's about experience, good, bad, the ugly, indifferent. But I'm tapping in because this align with, I believe, development is all about. But we're gonna dive into this video real quick, man. Y'all peep gang, get my 2 cents. Put it in the air, who will follow on and follow on. Let's tap in.
At the same time, we have bad times. Like me and my mom, we argue a lot. We have a lot of disagreements. It's like, I guess, like a lot of love is not there.
So you feel like your mother doesn't care about you?
Yeah, I feel like she doesn't care about me. I feel like it's not enough love there with me and her. Like, I know, like, I probably can't say that I don't like her, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. Like, she gets on my nerve.
Yeah.
And, like, she takes... Yeah, I love my mom. I have a lot of love for my mom. I do. And I want her to understand that. I know I do a lot of stuff that hurts her, but I love her a lot.
Yeah. What are types of things that she says to you?
Like, she says that I'm not going to be nothing, I'm going to be like my dad, or I'm going to be a bum, or something like that. Or she'll be like, if you keep on being out in these streets and hanging out with these people, you're going to die. She tries to manipulate my brother and tells him things like he'll do something, and then she'll be like, you probably got that from your brother, or you probably got that from watching him and doing what he do. You don't want to be like him. That makes me feel like you don't want my little brother to like me or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Has she ever told you that?
Just to tap in real quick, man. The young homie, man. One thing he said that his mama get on his nerve. Your parents, for one, gonna get on your nerves to the magnitude. It's just what it is. That's the process of development. You know what I mean? But I want to see why him and the mom Dukes bumping heads. Gotta say that. What is it? And what is personality like? Because he's about 17, so he's very emotional right now. Let's tap in.
She doesn't like you?
Yeah, she was like, I hate you. She said, I wish I never had you.
When did she say that?
She said that probably last year. It was actually a day before my granddad's funeral. And we got into it real bad. I ran away from home, and I just ran away. I cried. I sat at the park and cried.
Yeah.
That's like the last time that I really just cried for real.
Yeah.
Like, it really puts me down, like, in a deep spot. I really just ball out. It's times that, like, I go through it. Like, I just ball out and cry. I'd be on a bus or something going to school, and I'd think about it and I'd cry. Yeah, so
what do you need from your mom today?
For more love, more understandingness, and...
You know what's deep, though? Just to tap in real quick. This is why, as parents, we got to be aware of our delivery to our kids, right? Now, it's okay not to like your parents because, discipline and structure is uncomfortable. So a child gonna grow up resenting their father or their mother. If the discipline was healthy and it wasn't damaging, right? But if it's just straight correction and guidance, but this is why as parents we got to be coherent on how we speak to our kids, man, because this is the damage that occurs as people gang.
Just for us to get along.
Yeah.
I don't want to argue every day. I just want all love. That's it. As long as I know that she actually loves me and cares for me, then I'll be good.
Got it. Well, listen, Brandon says he's not the reason why his relationship with his mother, Quaida, is so toxic. He says he's not the one who needs a reality check, if that is his mother. Let's hear what she has to say. Everyone, please welcome Brandon's mom, Quaida, to the show.
Brandon, you make me hate you. I don't hate you, you make me hate you. because of the things how you talk to me.
see what I'm
And
talking about?
stop lying and telling these people, making me look like a bad. I do everything for you. All this talking, I can't talk to
But
you.
everybody
You
know that.
talk too much. You talk too much.
Let me stop it there. I don't like her delivery. Tone is everything. Tone is everything. Everything is tone based. It's how you say it. It's how your delivery. Her energy is off the meat racks. See, we all seen that energy before, right? See, this is what happened when your child is a baby and you want to baby him and he cute and he might say a cuss word here. He might say some fly things out his mouth here. He might come at you down the pike, right? What they always say, out of the mouths of babes. And it was cute. So now he's of age and he got hair on his face and he's about her height and looking like his daddy. Now she want to try to make him tuck his, you know what I mean? She trying to demasculate him with that tone and with that overpowering energy. Women, please live in your femininity. Did I say that right? Gotta say that. Because he's 17. Imagine a woman coming across him 27, 25. And she got that same energy of his mama. That's gonna do two things. Either he gonna be one of the ones that, you know, go jump through hoops. She can do what she wanna do, move how she wanna move, talk to you how you wanna talk to you. You might be that cat, or you might be that cat that might, you know, respond emotionally and make it real violent, right? So two things gonna breed out of that right there. That energy that she's spewing if he get with a woman with that same energy. Gotta say that. That's deep. That's deep.
Keep your mouth closed. Keep your mouth closed. How can you listen and you talking? Look at him. That's what I'm saying. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
I'm Quaida. I'm Quaida. Hi.
Quaida,
No accountability. It's her show. It's about me. Me. She came out there, told that boy, you make me hate you. Those are words. Words are powerful. Why do people think words are not powerful? Words are spells. Telling you, peep game. Like, she only understand that. She's so busy wanting to be right and keeping it 100 and keeping it real. And it's how you talk to your seeds. If you talking to your seed like that, woo. Well, how you talk to your man. Golly. That's peep game.
so why are you angry at your son?
Because he just does stuff. All he does is talk. I do everything I can for this child right here. I love this child, but it makes me, the things that he do makes me hate him. It makes me feel like I hate him. I don't hate anybody, but it makes me feel like I hate him because of things that he do. He know that. He always snurring up his nose like he's better than everybody else. You ain't better than I take care of you. Then he sit up here talking about you grown. That's what I'm saying.
I don't act like I'm better than everybody else. I know.
Do you hear what she's saying? Oh my God. You can't make that up. She deep. She deep in them up. I ain't gonna cuss because this is very educational. But she's deep. Right? Oh man. That's she said you think you better than everybody else. He got a little bit of confidence about himself. At 17, he cocky. He trying to hype his life up and be his own cheerleader, hype man. And she looking at it like you better than somebody. This is why she speak to him in that light, and so over him, and cause she think he's here too high up in with his confidence. She want to bring him back down here, so she gonna try to demasculate him. She gotta be single.
I'm not like everybody else.
Then you tell me I'm famous. Hell, you ain't making no money from it.
Okay, the money
You ain't
come in
famous.
after the fame.
Okay, whatever. But like I said,
You're not.
like I said,
She sound like a hater. You ain't famous. You ain't making no money from it. Hey, maybe he got to get his face out there to get the money. He feel like he famous. Confidence. She supposed to be in his corner like, yeah, baby, you famous. Better yet, let me take the phone out and shoot you. Let me support you. Let me share your music. She's taking this very, very personal. I wonder what it is.
That's what I'm saying. That little kind of stuff like that. You talking about, you're not? Okay, who said I was? Did I say I didn't say I was famous. You don't want one out here calling yourself 5 blocks. What does that mean? The only 5 blocks you're going is walking them 5 blocks to school. You don't have no gun. You don't have none of that. Like that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but it don't matter. So why you call yourself 5 blocks?
How long has this fight been going on between you?
Listen, this child been acting like this and rude to me his whole entire life. This been going on, but it seemed like since I say last year, you can tell he got a little piece of tail because you know they say you're smelling yourself, you know. So that's when all this disrespect when he was about 15. So all my friends was like, well, maybe he done had a piece of tail or something. Cause I say, cause he always had an attitude and all this stuff like that. But it, like this disrespect, like I can't talk to him. Every time I try to talk to him, he talk over me. Then like when I try to talk to him, he closed the door.
When I try to,
She don't know how to speak to her son. This is why I be trying to tell people, man, as parents, people, period. You know how you want to be talked to. You know how you want to be treated. So why not get that a privilege to your DNA? Talk to him the way you know that you want to be talked to. You always cut me out. What you've been cutting him out since he been on stage, right? And this 5 blocks thing, okay, he might be one of them little homies that you know rap and talk his stuff and want to be, you know, street, whatever that is. But that's a whole nother beast, right? Yeah, I mean, I understand you want to check him and say, you know, you ain't from 5 blocks, whatever that is to him. But it's how you say it. This is what happened when some mothers try to be fathers. She thinks she being a father because she coming with brute force. Because men, you know, naturally stronger, right? But men don't talk to their seeds like that. Not a mentally healthy man. Father, excuse me. Don't nobody talk to their seeds like that. You got to respect him as a young man first. After you yell and say disrespectful things and belittling things, he tune you out immediately. You don't know how to talk to him.
talk to her, she don't want to listen.
You don't either. You don't either.
I try to listen to my mom.
You
All
don't
she does
either.
is yell. I don't want to listen to my mom yell all the time.
Well, if somebody's not
Yeah.
listening to me and they saying blah, blah, blah and rolling their eyes and slurring it up like you better than everybody
said
else,
blah, blah,
of course I'm going to yell. If I
'Cause
don't
all
feel
you
like
do
he
is yell.
listening, then of course I'm going to yell, duh.
she
And see
nervous
why
right
he talking about,
What?
I don't want my other son to be out because he's smart, he's in bed, he do stuff. This boy don't have no interest in nothing. He don't have no, and you
I
talking about
have
make good
interest in a
grades.
lot of stuff.
Nah, baby,
I'm not gonna make it like I'm just super smart, but I'm trying to work on myself.
Brandon,
Yeah.
what are you interested in doing?
I'm trying to be
I'm
a
so
musical
sick of it.
engineer. I want to
And
go
I-
to college
You wanna
so
do
I can be
in music? You want to be a musical engineer?
yeah, because I love music.
Well, what's your relationship with your father like right now?
My father, we don't even have a relationship. Me and my dad don't have a relationship.
That's the point.
When was the last time your father told you he loved you?
That's the point right there. That nigga, let me stop. I done got emotional. I apologize for that. He probably somewhere playing stepdaddy. That's the crazy part about some cats. I'm just gonna leave it like that.
I don't even know. That like
You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. When was the last time your father gave you a hug?
I haven't had a hug from my father. Probably like on Christmas.
Okay. Do you hug him often?
No.
Nope. We don't hug. We don't do nothing.
I don't like
it's
him
not
enough
even-
to hug him.
I don't like her like that. That's why I don't like her. I don't hug her. I don't even tell her I love
I
her
love
like
him,
that.
but damn, I mean, I want to get to the point.
You see, she said it, then he said it. She said, I don't like him like that to hug him. He said, we don't do nothing, I don't like her. He just repeating, he's giving her the same energy that she spew, and she can't take it. There's so many people out there like that, man. I feel sorry for this brother. And his daddy need to tap in, gotta say that. Probably somewhere playing stepdaddy to somebody else's kids, waking up in the morning, making pancakes and grits and eggs. Trying to prove to that, you the mama that you the best stepdaddy under the sun. When you got a DNA in the street growing wild. Crazy. Can't make it up. I see it too much. And working through these schools I work in, man, I see it too much. Oh my God, I see it too much. Tragic.
Where I want to hug him and I want to, you know, pat him on his back and stuff. And I do say good things because I say things like, oh, you ain't going to be, or you gonna be like your daddy because you really ain't. So it don't matter. But
She's still in love with the daddy. Daddy played her. See, this is why, man, let me control my emotions, man. Let me calm down. I get real emotional, man, because I'm for real about fatherhood. Right? I'm for real. She's still in love with his daddy. His daddy played her, spent her for some reason. You know, hypothetically, allegedly, she could have been real active in the street. You know, she could have been a one night, right? But it seems to me that she's still in love with his daddy. He looked like his daddy, right? But he act like her. That's the crazy part about it. She don't even see her own personality in her son. That's amazing to me, right? She's still, and this is why I be looking at men. When you dog a woman, then you leave your seed with them, unaccompanied. This is what happened right here. She take out her feelings that she feel of you. She spewed on your DNA, on your son. He catching your chin shots. That's what he doing. He catching your chin shots. You know what I mean? You need to be involved with him. He need guidance ASAP. And you over there playing stepdaddy. Bouncing somebody else's kid on your knee, but you ain't taking care of your own. If you're gonna take care of somebody else, please make sure your DNA is right along with them. Nothing wrong with being a stepfather, but know what it is. You can't put nobody else's child before your DNA. But let me stop like I'm talking. He might see it. I don't know. I go by Mr. Check Your Temp, man. But you know, can y'all do me a favor, man? Help me get my numbers up. Gotta say that. Like, share, subscribe. What they say, hit the little ding bing. The little bell in the corner. Gotta say that. Let's tap it in.
But that's what you remind me
That's
of.
not gonna
All
make
that
me try to do
talking,
any better.
all that shutting the door in my face, that's the same stuff his daddy did. Like I told him, you act just like your daddy.
Damn, she's scarred.
Can you take a moment real quick? I just want to talk to your mom.
She is
even
scarred.
though you are a young man, you're about to be 18, I want to talk to mom alone just so that we can talk, and then we'll ask you to come back.
Okay.
All right, perfect. That cool? Thanks. How long have you been speaking negative, like, about him?
Long time. It's been a long time.
I just want to pause right there for a minute because I know you're overwhelmed. You're a single mother. You're dealing with 2 kids. You're probably working your ass off. You're trying to do everything you can.
Yeah, I'm a
Ain't no
stay-at-home mom.
excuse.
I have my little own business for them, so I
Working your
can keep
ass
money.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes, you
So
working your
yeah,
ass off.
exactly.
Yeah, it's hard to run a business. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But so I want to acknowledge that because I want to make sure it's not to say like you're not showing up, you're not doing things.
No.
But I asked you how long you speak negative about him, and you couldn't even remember.
I don't know.
The things that got me was when I asked him if y'all hugged, and you said you can't even hug him. When I asked him was the last time he got a hug from his dad, he said I don't know, and he couldn't remember the last time he heard his dad say I love you.
I said my love him. You know, I do that, but I don't hug him because I don't.
But let's.
See this? Let me calm down. See, this is why I say, right? I know that feeling of never being shown affection from a healthy male figure such as your father. And what that does to a boy. Right? He ain't getting no hugs from his mama nor his daddy. His daddy is absent. Don't even talk to him. Don't check in. No happy birthdays. No hugs, kisses. None of that. And your mama ain't giving it to you. And she at your neck trying to break your spirit before your spirit could even rise. Because she mad at your daddy. And your daddy ran. And go play stepdaddy somewhere else. And leave your DNA to be battered by the woman who supposed to love you. I wonder what kind of boyfriend / husband to be he'd turn out to be. Because with all them different recipes of neglect, it's shaping his spirit and his character in some shape or form. And I'm curious what that's gonna look like. But look at her face. She got so much hate. I know a lot of women with hate in their heart. And it falls on their kids. It's sad, man. Golly.
It's like a.
But I want you to think about this, because you say I love him. You say I love him.
I
but then
have
you-
love
but-
for him.
Yeah, but you also say all these negative things.
Yeah.
I have love
Because I
for
want
him.
him to do better. I just want him to do better. I say that because he makes me say that. It's like I said, he thinks he's better than everybody. He's got this snurred up look. Even like we went to the fair. He was just acting like he just just didn't want to be around us. Like he was out, get away from me. Like
Can I ask you something? And this is not about your son. If I have been with you for 30 days straight, I said, you ain't on day 31, do you want to walk down the fair with me?
Not really.
I see a correlation
No accountability.
between the relationship you have with his father and the hate you have with his father, because you've said it a couple of times about how much he is like his father. And he knows you don't like his father. Your son is not your ex.
I know that.
You know it, but I don't think you know it. So, again, let me go back. You said, I've been telling him,
Preach
saying
to
these
her.
negative things to him forever. I've been telling him he's like his daddy since he was a little kid. Then you say, but I don't understand why he still acts out and why he still doesn't want to be around me.
Women. How can I say this? Choose your words wisely. Destroying your sons, right? Destroying your sons, cutting them off from mentally breaking them down, right? You got to stop it. You got to stop it. She said she been saying that to him since he been a child. You ain't love that man. I see this way too often, man. We know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody with that characteristics, male and female, right? Men ain't exempt. Where's daddy at? Because if his daddy around, he wouldn't have to endure that punishment. She dogging her daddy, his daddy out. That's what she doing. That's crazy.
And while he does these things, you're a mother that's trying, but as well, you set a lot of things in motion that you're dealing with right now. This little boy has self-esteem issues. He feels like nobody wants him in this world. And we forget that when kids do things like putting guns out there, stuff like that, he's hurt. And I say this all the time, when people see these horrible things, what you're really seeing is pain. And especially when it's kids. It ain't drama, it ain't like he'd want to be a gangster, it's pain.
Well, the thing is, if that's the case, then why not try to sit down, even if you sit down and talk to me, and it always...
But I'm gonna ask you, how can he talk to you? How can he talk to you if he knows you think he's like his dad, and he knows you don't like his dad, and you've said things to him since that he ain't
Excuse me.
nothing?
Well, I'm not a bad... I love my son.
Again,
I
hold
want
on.
him to be...
I started this for a specific reason, on the way of saying I'm not going to ever paint you as a horrible
Right.
mother. And I'm making that clear again for people to hear. Because the thing is that
Your tactics.
I don't know what you've been through. So I'm not going to sit here and blame you because you were hurting and you were in pain and you just didn't get a chance to heal from it. But you not healing from the pain you experienced doesn't give you a license to then continue to hurt him. And he's
I'm not
hurt.
hurting him.
What? Yes, you
I don't
are.
feel like I'm hurting him.
I know you don't feel like you're hurting him, but you are. And don't get me wrong, when he come back out here, I'm gonna tell him he gotta stop disrespecting you. If you could trust me, I promise you the shift would help your relationship. I promise you. I'm not saying nothing to you but other than to help your family.
Right.
And the first step is your son needs a hug. Because even when you don't like someone, when you don't like your child, and I'm a parent, there's been many a times my children have got on my day.
Her upbringing, like he said, man, Karomo, man, yeah, you talking with her, right? I ain't gotta reiterate it. You said it. It's her own personal childhood and trauma that she ain't got over. And out here spewing that same negative energy forward to her DNA. It's crazy.
damn nerves. But even in those moments, I have to realize that I have to love them louder than whatever they're saying to me that's negative.
Yep.
I have to love them louder than whatever they're doing that's negative. I always have to love my child louder than whatever it is that I'm feeling. Can we bring that back out? This is just a step. This is just a step.
Okay.
Yes.
He needs to hold his mom. He needs to feel you. So he's coming out.
Okay.
It's for you. You take the first step, Mom. Love him louder.
Okay. Give me a hug. I love you, Brandon. I love you too. We want you to do better and be better. You gonna do better? Okay.
How'd that feel?
That felt great.
It felt great. It was forced, but it felt great.
Because I haven't hugged my baby in a long time.
You're tearing up.
Yeah.
What's going on in your head
So
right now?
I wanna.
That felt like love.
Yeah.
That felt good.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't had a hug like that in a long time.
Yeah. I
So that
know.
made me feel good. That took away a lot of problems. A lot of stuff that I was going through.
The thing is that part of
Not
it
that
is you got a
quick,
lot
but
of
I know
anger
what
in
you're
you.
saying.
Because your entire life, you felt like nobody wants me, nobody sees me. And it's been since you were smaller, before you could even remember. And so you started to develop this characteristics of like, I'm just angry, and you don't know why.
Yeah.
You angry.
Been angry for a long time.
Yeah.
I ain't know how to cope with it.
Yeah.
I just was going through a lot of stuff. Lost my granddad, my auntie, my cousin.
I know.
I ain't never been able to like grieve for real.
Yeah.
She's
Get
so
closer to your mom.
disconnected.
Get closer to your mother.
I ain't
She's
been
so
able to like
disconnected.
grieve how I wanted to. I ain't been able to let it out. So I just been going through it.
So what I want to ask you is, can you commit right now to doing two things? The first thing is when you're feeling angry and when you're feeling like, oh, I'm upset and you're about to go off, can you just do one thing for me and say, hey, Mom, I need to figure out how to be vulnerable right now. Let me tell you, I'm a successful man with a happy family and a happy relationship. A man is somebody who can be vulnerable. That's what a man is. A man is somebody who loves others. A man is somebody who loves himself. The hustling, the money, all those things that we think make a man, they don't make a man. Because at the end of the day, if they took all of this away from me, I'm still a man because I know I give love. I know that I love myself. I know that I'm vulnerable. I can talk about my emotions. That's what a man is. So,
Hey, he broke it down. Gotta say that. 100% right. Gotta say that. But that little homie gonna be all right. He gonna be all right, man. But I believe it's forced from his mama. For some reason, she got to disconnect with him, mainly because it's the father. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's, you know.
when you feel the anger, what are you going to say?
I need to know how to be vulnerable.
Good job.
Right.
Second thing I need you to
You
do,
don't
can you
feel
commit
safe.
to respecting your mother more?
Yes, sir.
Tell her.
I can commit to respecting you more.
But now as well, can you commit to your son to not say something negative about him? When you feel the urge to be like, oh, you like your daddy, don't say it.
I can commit.
Can you commit to saying to him, not telling him negative things about himself?
I can commit to not saying negative things about my yourself.
Can you hug your baby every day, no matter if you're happy or sad, or if he makes you mad, or if you feel confused? It's your job to love him louder than whatever he's doing.
Yes.
Can you make that commitment to him?
I will.
Give him one more hug now.
Man, this is why you need to go get your kids. More often than not. Because your son, she is damaged and she's disconnected. I mean, you know, hey, I think I'm a good judge of character. Matter of fact, I know I am. Let me quit acting like and say I think. I am a great judge of character. I read body language, right? It's the only way you can survive in certain areas, right? Facial expressions, right? Speak values. That's why I say a pair of lips will say anything. Look at the body, look at the energy, look at the words that's coming out their mouth with all that together, right? She disconnected from him, right? And his father left his son with her. This is why men come around and men need to come around and get their kids and be consistently in their life if they can, at the age of at least 10. At 10 years old, that's the age where he probably finally like checked his mama with her body language or a slick tongue. And ever since then, she had his neck because she cussing his daddy every time she seen. He gonna slam the door in my face just like his daddy used to do that to me. She's scarred. She's scarred. And it's sad. Go get your kids, man. You should be in your kid's life, girl or boy. But when that young man become of age, at least double digits, get him. If you ain't consistently from, down. I mean, 2 to 10. 2 to 9. 2 to 9 years old, I can see y'all. But hey, you gotta be in there. You gotta be in there. You gotta come and get him. Be around him consistently at 10 and up, because God forbid, if you knew you dogged his mama and you played his mama to that magnitude, you know your son catching strays and she breaking his spirit every day, all day. You can see the disconnect between her, right? It's like you a child, chase me. That's how she feeling. Come give me a hug. No, go hug him. Come here. Don't say come give me a hug. You go hug him, right? And then he slide over. You still pet like this. You know what I mean? Hug that young man, right? She need a therapist. He do too. And his daddy. It's crazy.
If y'all can use them tools, y'all gonna be all right.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
Listen, you do those things, I promise you I'm gonna check in with you in 6 months. If you do these things and I get a good report, I'm gonna help you figure out how to get into music producing.
Real quick, man. Like I say, man. Shout out to Karamo once again. Karamo, I watch a lot of his stuff, man, because he had these type of dialogues with people, man, like real life dialogue, right? This is the energy I like to spew. It's educational purpose, right? So I have an organization called 365 Never Ending Fight, right? So I also have a curriculum, right? Tools you need to navigate adversity, right? So I teach young men how to deal with broken homes. Young people, let me not say that, right? Young people, right? Because he's grown up in a broken home. His daddy is void and void. But the only way that's going to work, you have to talk with that child with some respect. You have to, right? Kids, people know how they be treated. Will never forget how someone treated them, right? So you have to talk with them, build that trust, build that love. One thing about me as a father, my son just turned 27 yesterday, right? Even with my nephews, I show nothing but love. Right? I talk to him with a respectful tone, right? And we can have dialogue about anything, right? Girl, my niece is the same way. So in this situation, man, I'm sure y'all know somebody that act like that, right? The same type of situation, a child. Make sure you check in with that child. Make sure you check in with that child. Because should no child have to grow up through a situation like that. But anyway, man, I'm gonna leave y'all with my slogan, man. The fight of your life, it takes some coaching, man. Keep swinging. Yeah.